What's up? So if you're confused about politics, have no idea who you're going to vote for, and swing towards the Democratic side of things, I'm going to be talking about what Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders each plan to do as president based on their issues. So let's start with Hillary. She swings a little bit more towards the right wing than Obama does, definitely more than Sanders, and is one of the most conservative Democrats. She agrees with Obama on most issues and basically wants to continue where he's going to leave off, but still has a lot of issues of her own. She's the current Democratic frontrunner and is someone who likes to get stuff done. So what does she want to get done? So for starters, she wants to raise minimum wage to $12 an hour. She's also calling for major immigration reform. She wants to make it easier for immigrants to embark upon the quest for citizenship by increasing language programs, reducing fees associated with it, and so on. Clinton wants to improve on Obamacare. She wants to crack down on rising prescription costs and get those companies to focus more on research than jacking up the prices. So what about those jobs? She wants to create jobs by building up the country's infrastructure and has a strong focus in creating jobs for scientific research. Hillary wants to strengthen investment in American manufacturing, Detroit, and give incentives to companies that hire American workers. So, speaking of money, how well has Hillary done for herself? Well, she's rich. She's worth about $30 million. Which she's made through book sales, investments, and speeches. She wants college graduates who are in debt to be able to take advantage of current interest rates, which are most likely lower than they were when they took out the loan. And if you still have student debt after 20 years, well, it'll just be forgiven. And if you're trying to start a small business, you can even defer interest for up to 3 years. Damn it! She also wants to strengthen women's rights, fight for Planned Parenthood, and ensure that women get paid the same as men. She also puts a strong emphasis on gun violence. She wants to do all the main things like close the gun store loophole, the internet loophole. She also wants to stand up against the NRA. And she wants gun stores and manufacturers to take responsibility for how their guns are used. For instance, if Crazy Guy decides to go Dirty Harry on somebody, Smith & Wesson is actually going to take some of the blame. Speaking of violence, how does she plan to go after ISIS? She wants to implement a no-fly zone in Syria and involve the cooperation of other countries such as Russia. And she wants to attack them online. She wants to improve on Wall Street reform and tax high-risk trades. Clinton wants to reduce the death penalty. She still wants to kill criminals, but, just not as much. So, where does Hillary stand on the weed? She doesn't want to decriminalize it federally, but she wants each state to be able to make their own individual rules. Hillary actually supported the Patriot Act and gives President Bush credit for the way he set the tone after 9/11. She even wants to increase NSA surveillance, which is really scary and concerning because it means that Hillary Clinton will personally look at your text messages and she'll know that you look at porn. She wants to invest in clean energy and has a plan to make existing energy infrastructure cleaner. She also wants to make a pact with Mexico and Canada to reduce greenhouse emissions. She also supports fracking and offshore drilling. So what about taxes? Clinton wants to basically keep taxes the same as they are now, but add one more tax bracket for those who make over $5 million.